Have you ever wondered why some days seem filled with ease, while others feel heavy from the moment you wake up? Many people call it luck, but what if luck is not something that falls from the sky? What if it is something shaped by your thoughts, your actions, and the energy you bring into each moment? Today, we explore a simple symbol that has appeared in many cultures throughout history. Salt. Salt has long been associated with purity, preservation, and renewal. Yet, the greatest secret is not hidden inside the salt itself. The real transformation begins within the mind that uses it with awareness. Imagine holding a small pinch of salt in your hand. Before you do anything with it, pause. Feel its texture. Notice its simplicity. It reminds us that powerful changes often begin with the smallest actions. The world teaches us to chase grand solutions, but life quietly reveals that lasting change starts with small, mindful choices repeated every day. If your heart is full of fear, even the greatest opportunities may appear as problems. If your mind is filled with anger, every conversation becomes a battle. But when your thoughts become calm, the same world begins to look different. This is where true luck begins. Not outside you, but inside you. Take that pinch of salt and let it become a symbol. As you hold it, imagine releasing yesterday's disappointments, regrets, and worries. Do not cling to them. They are like carrying heavy stones while expecting to run freely. The more tightly you hold your pain, the less space you leave for peace. Many people perform rituals, expecting magic, while their minds remain trapped in negativity. No ritual can replace kindness. No symbol can replace patience. No object can replace honest effort. A peaceful mind, a grateful heart, and compassionate actions create conditions where opportunities naturally appear. Consider how salt dissolves completely when placed in water. It does not resist. It becomes one with its surroundings. There is wisdom in this. Life constantly changes. When we resist every change, we create suffering. When we learn to adapt without losing our values, we become stronger than our circumstances. Perhaps someone has hurt you. Perhaps you feel unlucky because life has not gone according to your plans. Yet carrying resentment is like drinking bitter water every day and expecting sweetness tomorrow. Forgiveness is not a gift for others alone. It is freedom for your own heart. Each morning, before beginning your day, take a quiet moment. If you choose to keep a small bowl of salt nearby as a personal reminder, let it remind you to cleanse your thoughts, not just your surroundings. Say silently, "Today I choose wisdom over fear, patience over anger, and gratitude over complaint." These simple intentions can influence every decision that follows. Luck often arrives disguised as preparation. The person who studies consistently seems lucky when success comes. The person who speaks kindly seems lucky when surrounded by loyal friends. The person who remains calm during hardship seems lucky when new opportunities appear. Others see fortune, but they do not see the daily discipline that created it. Do not wait for life to become perfect before finding peace. Peace is the path that helps you create a better life. Every kind word, every honest action, every patient response plants a seed. In time, those seeds become the garden others call good luck. The greatest secret hidden within the symbol of salt is this: purification begins in the mind. When you remove bitterness, jealousy, pride, and fear, your inner world becomes lighter. A lighter heart notices possibilities that a burdened heart cannot see. So, if you wish to change your luck today, begin with one mindful moment. Hold a pinch of salt. If it helps you remember your intention, but understand that the true power does not rest in the crystals. It rests in your awareness, your choices, and your willingness to become a kinder, wiser, and more peaceful person. As your thoughts become clear, your actions become purposeful. As your actions become purposeful, your relationships improve. As your relationships improve, new doors begin to open. What once looked like luck is often the natural result of living with wisdom, compassion, and steady awareness. May today be the day you stop searching for miracles outside yourself and discover the quiet strength that has always lived within you. That inner transformation is the greatest secret you will ever know. And it is available in this very moment. True luck begins within. Luck is not controlled by chance alone. A calm mind, positive thoughts, and wise daily choices create the conditions for a fortunate life. Many people spend their lives waiting for luck to arrive, believing that one fortunate event will suddenly change everything. They search outside themselves for signs, symbols, or perfect moments. Yet they often overlook the greatest influence on their future, their own mind. What we repeatedly think shapes the way we see the world, and the way we see the world shapes the choices we make each day. A restless mind notices obstacles everywhere, while a peaceful mind recognizes opportunities that have always been there. This is why true luck begins within. When you cultivate patience instead of frustration, gratitude instead of complaint, and wisdom instead of fear, your life gradually starts to move in a different direction. Difficult situations may still appear, but you respond to them with greater clarity rather than panic. People are naturally drawn to those who remain calm, kind, and trustworthy, opening doors to meaningful relationships and unexpected opportunities. Every thoughtful decision becomes a seed planted for the future, and over time those seeds grow into results that others may call good fortune. Luck is rarely a single dramatic event. More often, it is the quiet reward of a mind that has learned to stay balanced through success and failure alike. When your inner world becomes peaceful, your outer world begins to reflect that harmony. Each moment of awareness becomes another step toward a brighter and more fulfilling path. Salt is a symbol of inner cleansing. The real power of salt is not magical. It serves as a reminder to let go of fear, anger, regret, and negative thinking while embracing peace and clarity. A simple pinch of salt has been respected in many traditions as a symbol of purity and renewal. But its greatest value is found in the meaning We give it rather than in any supernatural power. When you hold salt in your hand, let it remind you to examine your thoughts and emotions with honesty. Ask yourself what you have been carrying that no longer serves your peace. Perhaps it is anger from an old disagreement, fear about the future, jealousy toward another person's success, or regret over a past mistake. These burdens cloud the mind and make life feel heavier than it truly is. Imagine the salt as a quiet reminder to release those unnecessary weights and begin again with a clear heart. The real cleansing happens when you choose compassion instead of resentment, gratitude instead of dissatisfaction, and understanding instead of judgment. Every time you see salt on your table or in your kitchen, let it become a gentle invitation to return to mindfulness and inner balance. Its purpose is not to create miracles by itself, but to help you remember the power of your own awareness. As your thoughts become lighter and more peaceful, your actions naturally become wiser. With each mindful choice, you create a life filled with greater clarity, stronger relationships, and opportunities that arise from living with kindness, patience, and steady purpose. Release the past to welcome new opportunities. Holding on to resentment and disappointment weighs the heart down. Forgiveness and acceptance create space for growth, happiness, and new possibilities. One of the greatest reasons people feel unlucky is that they continue carrying the weight of yesterday into today. Every disappointment, painful memory, broken promise, or harsh word becomes another burden placed upon the heart. As these burdens grow heavier, they begin to shape every thought and every decision. A mind filled with resentment sees enemies where there are none, and a heart trapped in regret struggles to recognize the opportunities standing right in front of it. The first step toward changing your life is learning to release what no longer serves your peace. Letting go does not mean pretending the past never happened or denying the lessons it taught you. It means refusing to allow old pain to control your present moment. Imagine standing beside a flowing river and placing each regret, fear, and disappointment into the current, watching it drift away until it disappears from sight. Every time you release one emotional burden, you create space for hope, wisdom, and gratitude to enter your life. Forgiveness is one of the strongest forms of freedom because it removes the chains that keep your heart tied to suffering. When you stop fighting yesterday, you gain the strength to fully live today. As your mind becomes lighter, your choices become clearer, your relationships become healthier, and your path forward begins to reveal possibilities that were hidden beneath the weight of the past. Small mindful habits create big changes. Simple daily practices, such as gratitude, patience, kindness, and mindful reflection, gradually transform your mindset and lead to what others call good luck. Many people believe that dramatic changes require dramatic actions. Yet lasting transformation is usually built through small, mindful habits practiced every day. A single moment of patience may seem insignificant, just as one drop of water appears too small to fill a lake. However, countless drops eventually create something vast and life-giving. In the same way, every kind word, every thoughtful decision, and every moment of gratitude quietly shapes the direction of your life. Begin each morning with a few moments of stillness before the noise of the day takes over. Take a slow breath and set a simple intention to respond with wisdom rather than emotion, kindness rather than judgment, and courage rather than fear. Throughout the day, notice how often your mind wanders toward worry or frustration. Instead of following those thoughts, gently return your attention to the present moment. Speak honestly, listen carefully, and treat every person with respect, even when they cannot offer you anything in return. These simple actions may not seem powerful at first, but they gradually strengthen your character and bring peace into your daily life. Over weeks and months, these mindful habits become part of who you are. Others may describe your success as good luck, but what they are truly witnessing is the quiet power of consistency. Small choices made with awareness become the foundation for a peaceful heart and a meaningful life. Your actions shape your destiny's success, and good fortune come from consistent, compassionate actions, honest effort, and inner awareness. When your mind changes, your life naturally begins to change with it. Every thought you nurture eventually influences the actions you take, and every action becomes a step toward the future you create. This is why your destiny is not shaped by chance alone, but by the choices you make each day. A person who lives with honesty, compassion, patience, and discipline gradually builds a life filled with trust and meaningful opportunities. These qualities may seem ordinary, yet they possess the quiet strength to transform even the most difficult circumstances. When faced with challenges, resist the urge to react with anger or fear. Instead,